Hello, friends. Welcome back to Shadow Play Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here today, friends. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make yourselves at home. There is plenty of content to catch up on. And if you are returning, well, friends, I tell you all the time, thank you so much. Thank you for coming back and spending more of your precious time with me here on the channel. You guys know what's up. I love hanging out with you, and it's also my hope that you enjoy your time while you're here, friends. So for today's reading, we do have a brand new Delulu checkpoint reading. Today we're going to be looking into what would a relationship with them be like. So friends, sometimes we romanticize or fantasize how things would be, how life would be with a certain person, right? So this reading is with the intention to hopefully get some clarity, some validation, or maybe just hear some entertaining messages. I want to remind you guys you never know who else is watching and why they're watching this reading. You could be watching for someone that you have a connection with and they know about you as well. And there could be people that are watching for someone that they've never even met before. Or even like a celebrity. I mention it all the time because when that was brought to my attention, I was like, okay, yeah, I did not realize the scope of why you guys are watching. So I want you guys to keep that in mind and use your own discernment with this reading and any other reading out on YouTube. Of course, they are collective. You guys know what to do. We have three groups to choose from. We have a group number one, group number two, and group number three. Whenever you're ready, I'm gonna get your reading. Hello, my group number ones. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today, we're going to be doing a little Delulu checkpoint. What would a relationship with them really be like? Friends, this is part of our Delulu checkpoint series. We do have a playlist for this. If you haven't checked them out already, feel free to look at those other videos. And yeah, if you're wondering what a Delulu checkpoint is, that very first one, it's the one that has the most views. That one goes into it very much in depth. And if you watch this channel regularly, then you know that the Delulu checkpoints are sprinkled into the readings probably for the last, I think it's been like a year or two. It's definitely been over a year. So I have no concept of time sometimes. But anyway, so yeah, if you're finding yourself here, then you already know what this is about. And if not, then let's ride this out together. Today, we are going to begin these readings by checking in on this person and who they are. We're just going to be seeing what the vibe is. This part of the reading should help you connect to this group. And then we'll be moving into what would a relationship with this person be like. We're also going to be asking the question, how would you feel? That'll also give us an indicator of what the vibe of your connection with this person would be like. And we'll be pulling some oracle cards and some initials at the end. You guys know what's up. It's a collective reading on YouTube. Please only take what resonates. Leave the rest for someone else. I did mention in the intro, keep in mind you never know who else is watching and why they're watching. So, you may be watching for someone that you're already connected to, and others might be watching for someone that they are absolutely not connected to, at least not yet. So, yeah, take the messages as they pertain to you and your situation. My group number ones, thank you for joining me here, friends. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today. For my group number ones, please, Spirit. My group number ones, this person on their mind. What can we know about this person? What's the energy? What's the vibe? How will my group number ones know that this reading is for them? What can we know about this person that my group number ones is wondering what a relationship would be like? What can we know? What can you tell us? Thank you, Spirit. What can we know about this person? How will my group number ones know that this reading is for them? Thank you, Spirit. What can we know? What can you tell us about this person? We have Eight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Okay. What can we know about this person? Oh, this could be someone that's like a business owner. They could be like, yeah, they could run things. Maybe they recently just got like some kind of new job. I don't know how you would know that, but maybe there's some kind of new opportunity here. Maybe they had to leave something else, or they left things behind in the name of growth. Who is this person? Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is someone who just chose something else, or um, they made some kind of change. They realized that something in their life wasn't working. They could have been feeling stuck for a while. Yeah, there is something here where this person, they saw something very clearly. Maybe you also just got some kind of news or heard something about this person moving on from something. Now, there's also children present, or a lot of nurturing energy. Now, on the flip side, this could also be someone that you walked away from, and these are things that you're focusing on. The energy can be reversed. Um, I'm getting that this connection or this energy with this person, there's a lot of nostalgia, there's childhood connection, or there's a lot of feelings of sweetness or watching someone grow up or watching something like bloom or flourish. Why the Page of Pentacles? What can we know about this person? This person, they had to face some kind of fear, or it's like they had to let something go. It almost feels like they had to reinvent themselves in some kind of way. And it is giving the vibes of they're learning something new, or again, maybe you learned something about them. Maybe there's a little bit of an age difference between you guys, and they've learned a lot from you, and that's part of this connection. This could definitely be someone that a lot of you have good memories with, or they have good memories with you. All right. Why the Two of Wands in reverse? This is someone that had to either walk away from you or you walked away from them because it was more drama dealing with them, or it stirred up too much emotion, or maybe they chose something else or someone else. I don't know. There's a feeling here of I have to choose something else because it's too much to deal with this, or it's just not for me. I'm not picking up on like hard feelings here, at least not on this person's side or whoever I'm picking up on. And then to clarify, the Nine of Swords in reverse, like I'm not worried about it. Or maybe that's what we had to do in order to not worry about this, if this was what was triggering. Because it almost feels like someone had to emotionally disconnect and focus on other things, perhaps. All right. How else would my group number ones know that this is their reading? What can we know? What can you tell us? What can we know about this person? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones. How would they know this is their reading? Yeah, someone here took action by pulling away, by not moving things forward. Someone could be wondering, like, oh, when they're going to see the other, when you guys are going to see each other again, or when this is going to come back around. But there's a feeling of I'm avoiding that. All right, let's do why the Two of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Why the Two of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse? Yeah, it's maybe someone's avoiding places where that remind them of the other, or they might bump into the other. I feel like something's being done on purpose here. Like I'm purposely not choosing to be around you, even though I miss you, or even though my heart kind of wants to, because there's a feeling here of reminiscing and going places or doing things. But there's also this awareness of avoiding drama. There's almost an energy here of impulsivity at some point or sometimes, but it's like, no, we stop ourselves. Maybe this is also someone that things here, you just had a good time, but they never really moved forward. And maybe you feel yeah, your heart is calling you to it. Maybe you feel like it's not over yet, or you haven't given up, or, there's some clarity here you have about that, or they do, and they know what they have to do. Someone here knows what they have to do. And it feels like they have to get over some kind of drama or avoid drama. And it could have to do with places we visit or things that we do. All right, interesting. Um, I'm being told, or I'm being told, maybe I am being told, Libra? Or are we in Libra? We're still in Libra. Yeah, we are. We have Gemini, so we have all air signs showing up. Um, we also have Scorpio times two. We also have Virgo and Cancer and Earth signs. Pisces as well. Yeah, Pisces coming in. All right, my group number ones. If that sounds like you or your person or something you want to keep hearing about, let's see what a relationship with this person would be like. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. Messages for my group number ones. What would a relationship be like with this person? What would a relationship be like with this person? Thank you, Spirit. Group number ones, please. Messages for my group number ones. What would a relationship be like with this person? If my group number ones were in a relationship with this person, what could they expect? What would it be like? What would the vibe be like? Messages for my group number ones. What would a relationship be like with this person? We have the devil. Oh, they'd keep you on your toes. Yeah, this person would keep your they they're either living a lifestyle that's very different than yours, or they're just going to keep repeating the same thing. This person might be like uh definitely karmic lessons here with this person, but they could have an addiction or anxiety. It would trigger your anxiety. Your nervous system feels very activated because you don't know what to expect from them. This person, it's almost like they like to either party very hard or do something that is a little excessive, where maybe at first that's what you found attractive, and now it's like, oh, you really are like this all the time. It could even be that they're a workaholic. Yeah, because it's like they wouldn't be able to stick to things that they say. Like you guys wouldn't be able to like make plans to go out. Like if if you're seeking a partner that like you can do dinners with, and a movie night or things like that, there might be some difficulty. Now, I'm not saying specifics to just little date nights. I'm saying this could be bigger shit than that too. I mean, all shit matters in a relationship. There is no small things, because the small things are what add up to be the big things over time. Um, so yeah, this feels like it's a very, oh, the feeling that they gave me is like I'm very tender footed, and the feeling that they gave me is walking barefoot on like a sharp gravel. I'm getting a driveway, and I'm even hearing the of the rocks. But it feels like I'm stepping on them barefoot when it comes to this energy. All right, why the devil? Someone could be a Capricorn. What would a relationship with them be like? So this person is very set in their ways about like needing alone time or wanting alone time. You would actually be home alone, or you'd be knowing that they're working or they're doing something. Now, if it's not that you're actually home alone, meaning like maybe you're expecting to hear from them, or you guys, it's a night where you'd normally see each other, meet up. Now, the other thing is, I don't think you have a normal with this person. I don't think there is a night where you normally see them. It feels like it's a very reactive type of relationship. Now, if you're, if you already know that this person might live some kind of lifestyle that you know, would have them be unavailable in a relationship, then it doesn't really seem like that would change. It actually feels like you guys would be a little stuck together to some degree. Now I'm saying stuck because it's an illusion, because your nervous system, again, it's triggered, because it doesn't feel safe. Why the Ace of Wands in reverse? Why the Ten of Swords? And why the Chariot in reverse? Yeah, it would be very frustrating. You would spend a lot of your energy fighting at first, especially if you're a fiery person. But I'm going to be honest with you, this is the type of energy that it's like, you know how negative entities thrive off of like fear or off of like feeding to them? It feels like that's what your anger would be doing here. If you're like an angry person, or if you're someone who, you know that you're fiery, if that's in your personality or in your nature. I hate to say it, but it almost feels like you would kind of burn yourself out with that Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands in reverse. It's like, fuck it. I don't even have the energy to fight anymore. I even hear some of you guys saying, I fucking hate you. Something so toxic and dramatic. And I'm sorry to laugh, but you know what I mean. Like there's certain people and relationships and dynamics that really pull out the worst in us, and I do feel like this would pull out a version of you that you don't want to be. And I think you would see that and you would recognize it. But some of you, unfortunately, would stay chained to this person voluntarily because, wow, look who they are, or I got the one I wanted, or I said this is what I want, or, look at what job they have, or how they look, or the potential, or when it's good, the moments that are good, it feels so good when they give me that attention, but nothing really changes. And I feel like I'm not safe enough to love them yet, but I know it's going to happen. I know I'm going to love them and they're going to love me. And it just feels like, if that sounds like something that you might try to rationalize, for a lot of you, it would lead to this feeling of almost like feeling defeated. This Temperance in reverse, this Chariot in reverse, like this person wouldn't make plans for a future. If anything, it would be maybe a hypersexual connection with you guys, that, if that, because I'm not seeing satisfaction. I'm seeing ego and a lot of triggering. Tell me about the Devil and the Nine of Pentacles. You may already know this about this person. Yeah, they like what they like when they like it. They also like to appear single. Tell me about the Tripping Squirrel and the Strength. Yeah, this person would almost like trigger feelings of like, um, it triggered different feelings. For some of you, it could be jealousy. For others of you, you're addicted to this person. And I think there is a common thread here with their shadows and your shadows, because I don't see you. I see you having to get to the point of burnout, or of just like saying fuck it, because you're very frustrated. This person, they live how they live and they are who they are, and they're not trying to change that. Again, there is this feeling of a lot of passion or desire, but it comes with self sabotage and addictions. This person might also be a little vain. Um, so if you already know that this person spends a lot of time, okay, like I have, I, I have no problem with gym people or people that post when they're at the gym. But if this is a guy and he's posting selfies all the time at the gym, he's not going to stop because you guys are together. I mean, even if it's a girl, there's a sense here of thirst, perhaps. There's an addiction to something very material and very surface level. And it says it's upfront, it's not hidden from you. Now, whether or not you choose to pay attention, we rationalize when we like someone, but it does feel like their behavior would not change just because you guys are together. And I was just using that example. Um, you know, yeah. Okay, so I do think that they would do things that would trigger you, and they would make you get you stuck in your head. They might even make you feel like you're an option, and they are going to give you a little bit, a little bit here, a little breadcrumby. um And I do think you would take some time, but you would kind of see what this is, and that's when you would stop fighting, and I think you would close out this cycle. You look at this, I'm not going to be worried about it anymore. I wonder if you already walked away from this person. I wonder if you did. I wonder if that was your energy at the beginning. So that might be something for some of you. But this is literally big fuck that energy. Look at, I saw what I needed to see, and I got to take care of myself. So maybe that is you. There's something here about attention. I think this person likes attention. And this person might have some qualities, that you do feel connected to, but in a relationship, it just doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like they'd be prioritizing growth, expansion, future plans, or even time, too much time into it. And I think that you would see that pretty quickly. Like I said, some of you might stick around as long as you can, and others of you will be like, nope, can't do this. And maybe this is already like confirming that for you. Wow. Well, I was going to ask how you guys were going to feel in the relationship, but it kind of already feels like we already know the answer, but let's see what else we can get. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number ones, please. What else can we know? How would my group number ones feel if they were in a relationship with this person? How would my group number ones, I almost feel like how would your emotional state be is a better way to approach this, because I feel like that gives us a lot of insight as to where you're mentally at with the connection. Yeah, you'd be, here's the thing. You guys would be very quiet, and I don't know if you guys would be feeling rejected or doing the one, uh, like the one rejecting or the one feeling rejected. How would my group number ones feel? You guys would also be bored, and you would feel like this person is stubborn and they are selfish and they want what they want. You would start to realize that maybe they manipulate, and maybe you're going to start to see that they might be kind of, maybe you're feeling like they're taking you for a fool, or like this isn't going anywhere. I do think that you would get bored, because this person seems to leave a trail of open-ended things, open-ended conversations, open-ended whatever, situations, things that they didn't tell you about or that they don't communicate on, or so here it is, the Nine of Cups and the Strength. Like you would be like, this is what I wanted, I have to try to make it work. And I see you trying, I see you guys trying. But I do see this person being very disconnected. And I have to be honest with you, I don't think you guys are fully speaking up, or maybe you're trying to let this person lead. I do think that there's a sense here of you start to feel like you're being played. Look, and then look who shows up. Or like this person isn't upfront with you. Like they say they want this, but at the same time they're not providing. Empress in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. So yeah, I like I said, and then the Star card, it stays hopeful. That Star card confirmed it. I was gonna say, like I said, I think some of you would get tied in a little bit longer than others. And that Star card tells me there's like breadcrumbing that happens that brings hope, renewed hope that things are going to change and get better. And I think, like I said, you're going to get to the point of fuck it or surrender, or I'm not going to do this. Messages for my group number ones, please. What else do they need to know if they were in a relationship with this person? Photograph. All right. Photograph memories. So a part of what maybe keeps you connected to this person is maybe certain memories you have with them, or even certain pictures. Maybe even if you were with them, that's what would keep you wanting to work on it at some point. Not the fact that it's good now, but how it used to be. We have palm tree, stability, security, permanence, growth. So I feel like that's what you're trying to strive for. Abundance, this person could also maybe be climbing the career ladder, or their money is very important. I mean, who isn't? It's 2024, but maybe you feel like that's what they're prioritizing. Then we have sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing. This also makes me think like a little Seven of Swords or that Five of Swords. Like we're not necessarily sure what's going on behind the glasses. We can't necessarily see if their eyes are telling the truth or if they even know what's going on. Then we have Hand of Cards, take the chance, gambling, not showing hand. This makes me feel like holding cards close to your chest. So this person wouldn't be very open with, they wouldn't be very open, is what I'm just picking up. All right, anything else? Messages for my group number ones. What can we know? What would a relationship with this person be like? Then we have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level. So I feel like that's what you would want it to get to. And maybe this person would even kind of, hopefully not, but maybe this person would breadcrumb you. I just fucking stuttered when I said that because I looked and it said express your love. Express your love, as I was going to say, maybe they were going to breadcrumb you with telling you that it would get to marriage, or when this happens, where that's going to be able to happen. I don't know, because it says express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So take that as you will, my friends. Let's see what initials we have over here. Express your love. That could be you telling them, or you wanting them to tell you. I think that if they did, it would be to kind of keep you happy in the moment. And not that they don't mean it, but I don't necessarily see them, like I said, making plans for the future. We have PD. Maybe someone's trying to be a cop. We have February. Then we have VF, Virginia. LUX, Lux. LB, BK, Brooklyn, Burger King. Wesley, PV, DF, Mexico, FX. Someone could work in makeup. This could be your ex for some of you, EX. This could be describing what you already went through. Sex. Oh, I knocked it over. All right, my group number ones, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number twos. If you picked a sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we have a little Delulu checkpoint reading lined up for us. We are going to be looking into what would a relationship with this person be like. Friends, you guys know sometimes we tend to romanticize situations. So this reading is meant to help bring you back down to planet Earth and maybe help confirm some things that maybe you already know, or maybe give you an entertaining little introspection on things. Whatever it might be, though, remember it's a collective reading on YouTube. You never know who else is watching and why they're watching. So keep that in mind. Take the messages as they resonate to you and your situation. And the other thing is, if you like these Delulu checkpoint readings or want to know more about them or when they started, I do have a playlist for them. And the oldest reading that has the most views, that one I go in depth into what a Delulu checkpoint is. If you've been watching my channel regularly for the last year or two, you know that these are sprinkled into some of the readings. And yeah, it's just a moment in time to help ground you. My group number twos, we are going to begin this reading by checking in and learning a little bit about this person that you're coming to this reading for. This part should help you connect to this group. And then we're going to be moving into what would a relationship with them be like? And then we're also going to be asking the question, how would you feel in this relationship? I feel like by kind of checking in on you, we'll gain a better understanding as to maybe where you're at with things, with being with this person. All right, my group number twos, thank you for joining me here today. Let's get to it. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today. For my group number twos, please, Spirit. My group number twos, what can we know? What can you tell us? this person they're coming this reading for, the person that they're wondering what a relationship with them would be like. What can we know about this person? Messages for my group number 2s, please. What can we know about this person that my group number 2 is coming to this reading for? How will they know this is their reading? How will my group number 2s know that this reading is for them? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number 2s, please. What can we know about this person that they're coming to this reading for, that they're wondering about? How would they know this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. What can we know? 2 of Swords. That doesn't tell us much as the first card. Maybe you're not sure if this person's available or if they're single, or you're just not sure. Maybe you had a short, brief encounter, or there's something about this person that was unexpected, or something unexpectedly happened. It could have been like a one-time thing. Yeah, no, this was a one-time thing, or this was something that came in and surprised you. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe they disappeared, ghosted, hopefully not. That 8 of Wands tells me things couldn't progress, or it didn't go anywhere past this one event, or past, maybe when you saw this person, you literally saw stars. You were mesmerized by them. This person brought down this tower, or they were a tower. All right. Not you being googly-eyed over King of Wands over here. Who is this person? Why the 2 of Swords? What can we know about this person? Messages for my group number 2s. Yeah, no, there's been a break. You haven't talked to them. You haven't seen them. Something didn't move forward. Why the King of Pentacles in reverse? Confusion, fantasy, Delulu. This is, if we had a mascot for Delulu checkpoints, I think it would definitely be the 7 of Cups. One of them would be the 7 of Cups. Why the Knight of Wands, please? Messages for my group number 2s. What can we know about this person? It's like things have been hot and cold with them, or you see them sometimes and then you don't. Unexpected work. Unexpected effort. All right, let's see what this is. I definitely think this person's not consistent with you. It feels like they're in and out. It feels like they're rather elusive, and it feels like they're always on the go. This person, either a lot of people want them, or they're very successful, or they have a lot of eyes on them, or they travel for work, or they, I do think there's a level of success here. And I do feel like this person comes and goes out of your energy or your life. And maybe right now you're wondering, like, what is this about? Or I met them so, it was such a magical moment. Or I'm going to pull more here. But I am picking up, though, that right now I don't know if you guys are much in contact. Or if you are, there's been periods of in between, like resting, not talking, maybe not hearing from them, retreating, that have maybe left you wondering and left you a little confused. I do think this person has been a little confusing. Why the King of Pentacles in reverse with 7 Cups? Or maybe they just have a lot going on. This person definitely is prioritizing other things. And they're going after their dreams, their goals, their passions, their desires. Or, yeah. Why the King of Pentacles in reverse with the 7 of Cups? The World in reverse. There's some loose ends here. Maybe, yeah, like I said, maybe this person travels, or maybe this person, I think, I am not necessarily sure if, I can't tell if it's that they're single, if that's what you're, or if they're available. I definitely don't think they're available. At least not emotionally. Why the Knight of Cups, or why the Knight of Wands in reverse with the 8 of Cups in reverse? Yeah, there's something here about travel and them returning, but it's never consistent. Tell me about the Tower and the 8 of Pentacles. Tell me about the Tower and the 8 of Pentacles. The Death card. Yeah, maybe this person, they have to go where work takes them. This person feels very active. And that doesn't necessarily have to mean like sports, or maybe they're a little bit, or maybe they are a runner. But I don't know. This person's like always on the go. Why the King of Wands with the Knight of Swords? then it's like now you see me, now you don't. This person's rather kind of elusive a little bit. And it's like every time you see them or you encounter them, you get excited and then they kind of just go away. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not, I mean, only you guys will know, but I don't know how close you guys are to this person because the way that they pop in and out, it almost feels like you only get to see them online. Like you get to see them at a distance. Or, like I said, for some, it could be like an actual physical distance. Some of you maybe have tried to reach out to this person. Maybe you feel like there's a lot of other people that want to talk to them that have crushes on them. Maybe sometimes you feel a little jealous thinking about that because this person, maybe they post pictures, they're having fun or they're doing certain things. Or again, it just feels like there's something here where there's a lot of, maybe you're filling in a lot of the blanks to what this person's up to. Assumptions. Thank you, Spirit. Not the assumptions. All right. Friends, if that kind of sounds familiar, well, let's see what a relationship with this person would be like. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What would a relationship with this person be like? What would a relationship with this person be like? If my group number twos were in a relationship with this person, what would that be like? What would it be like for my group number twos? Thank you, Spirit. What would a relationship be like between my group number twos and this person on their mind? What could my group number twos expect if they were with this person? Messages for my group number twos. Thank you, Spirit. What could they expect? What would a relationship be like? We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh no. There's a little bit of a power struggle, perhaps. Messages for my group number twos. What would a relationship with this person be like? You guys would have fun. Your guys' sense of humor is, oh, that's what it is. All right, so your connection with this person, it's either that you're trying to, okay, so it is a lot of fun. It is. And if you guys are at the age and stage where, you would be sexually active with this person, or, if that's not something you're into, then this isn't for you. But if you are, I almost feel like we would be using the sex or those moments to try to bond or like solidify this. And I don't think that it is necessarily working. Now, if it's not sexual in nature and that's what we're trying to use to heal or connect or bond in this connection, then we're having fun, but it's just not going anywhere. Or maybe they travel a lot and it's hard to kind of put effort and focus into the relationship. This Seven of Swords and this star card almost makes me feel like we're either, it is coming off a little bit as false hope. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But this could also be that we're not trusting that things are going to be growing, but we might be hiding it. We might be kind of denying it, and everything on the outside is like, no, it's good. This is what I wanted. This is my dream team. For some of you, you're finding yourself um, making new friends because of this person. I do see you guys having a common community. I see you guys having common interests that feel good. They feel good to both of you because it's nice to be around someone, or it's nice to be involved with someone that just gets it and gets certain things, right? All right, why the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? So your needs maybe would maybe they wouldn't be met to some degree, or maybe your own boundaries and you voicing your needs or you prioritizing yourself. That might be a challenge. Now, the reason that I say you is because I don't think this person is in a place to stop and think, oh, what's best for group two, or group two is putting in more of the effort. It's like, no, this person's benefiting from that thing that you're doing to keep it fun, to be the cool girl or to be the cool boy or the cool person, the one that goes with the flow, the one that, yeah, sure, yeah, you can come over. Yeah, I'll see you. Oh, you can't come over? Oh, okay. And then what you didn't tell them is that you had dinner ready for them or something like that. Now, if you know you're not like that, then you know that's not for you. But replace that with what you provide to the people that you are connecting to, and you're kind of doing it again, is what it feels like. Oh, and I just said again. I didn't even mean to say that. And I did say you're doing it again. So just be careful with that, okay? Now, again, your sexual connection or your chemistry, your the comedy routine, I don't know. You and this person, you guys are on a roll. Things are fun. It's fun. It's fun. But your Queen of Pentacles needs a little bit more. Needs a little bit more. We're not going to list all the things. You could be left waiting for this person sometimes. Again, if they work a lot or if they have to go somewhere or if their commute is long, there's time that's spent here waiting to see what their next move is or if anything is changing. This is where I think the Seven of Swords comes in. And I did mention something about some of you allowing this person to cancel, and then what you went through the effort of doing something that that's a trickle effect that is in other areas as well, where you're not being upfront about certain things. Now, this might even be that you don't want to like admit to yourself how maybe you feel when it comes to certain things. But there is a sense here of I'm hiding it. Why the Seven of Swords? Yeah, closed off. It's almost like, no, this is what I said I wanted. This is what I said I wanted. This is what I want. I'm holding on to this because it's mine. So you do have hope here for the long term with this person. I'm saying you do. I'm not saying that the reading is saying that there's hope for the long term, because we're not looking into that. But someone here is striving towards the long term. Now, this could even be that someone here, that this person's priorities are their dreams, their goals, especially if they own a business or there's something here about the long term. So it could also be talking about that. But like I said, it feels like someone here is holding on to what they want and they're letting that be kind of like their guiding light. And for some of you, not going to lie, you could even be avoiding addressing certain things and going with the flow in order to avoid conflict, because you feel like this might be your long-term person. Because I feel like it keeps you hopeful. Let's see where the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What would a relationship be like? My group number 2s. What would a relationship with this person they're coming to this reading for be like? Why the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, because they wouldn't give you much. What would be lacking? What is it that would be lacking? Time. Time. For some of you, it could be walking away from another situation, closing something out in order to be together. So moving for some of you, if this person is long distance and you know that that would be the block. If this is long distance, then maybe I could see you're like, no, this is mine, this is for me, and I have hope that we're going to get to live together or build together. Tell me about the Page of Wands with the High Priestess in reverse. What would a relationship with them be like? Yeah, it would be fun. Especially if you guys are long distance, you guys, there'd be this however you kids get a down and dirty long distance, you guys would be doing that. Or if you guys are not long distance, you guys would be drinking a lot or laughing, watching your favorite shows, but you'd get to a point where you're like, this isn't working out for me. I don't know. I think it would take a little while to address it. It would be a challenge because you're like, no, they'll grow, it'll change, something like that. What would a relationship with them be like? It could even be that you maybe would want children. If you know that's not for you, then it's not for you. And that might be where there's like a hang up. Now, for others of you, this is holding on to memories or thinking back on the past, but the present doesn't really change. And someone here is hiding the fact that this is sad, or that they're in their feels, or someone's holding on to something. Yeah, we're holding on to this and we're hiding it. All right, what else? So there'd be some challenge to overcome. Now, if this sounds familiar, then maybe you already know what that is. But I do feel like there's an avoidance to conflict here. Like, I don't want to fight. No, I don't want to. Someone here also feels like having a discussion means arguing, and it doesn't. So it might be kind of hard to talk to this person. Maybe they're like not as mature, or both of you have kind of growth. So this connection would challenge both of you to do that. Some of you now, if this isn't if just please, this is not going to be for everyone what I'm about to say, but some of you might be tempted to trap this person into some kind of commitment. If you know you would never, then you know that's not for you. But if you know that your shadows could be fucking whispering uh, some dark things in your little ears, and it goes into your mind, and then you're like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, because then they'll have to show up. Then they'll realize that it's what they want, and they're going to be happy too. Whatever that is, friends, just beware, because I see that being a devil situation. Okay. Now, if you know that's not for you, then you know it's not for you. All right, let's check into how you would feel, and that'll give us a good perspective as to where your mind would be at in this relationship. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. How would they feel in this relationship? How would my group number twos feel in this relationship with this person? If my group number twos were in a relationship with this person, how would they feel? Thank you, Spirit. How would my group number twos feel if they were in a relationship with this person? Where would their emotions be at? If they were in a relationship with this person, how would they feel? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos. How would they feel? We have the King of Swords. Like, this person keeps to themselves, or they keep a lot of their feelings to themselves. You would realize that they're kind of low effort, or you would feel like they're low effort. You're also kind of viewing them as being like very black and white thinking. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why the trapping with commitment came through, because you think that they're very rigid, or you think that they're very logical or very practical. And if they just saw things your way, they would like, yeah, okay. So that's where that came from. So this person is either they're kind of denying you of something that you want and that you desire, whether that's commitment, whether that's loyalty, whether that's giving you the type of relationship where you feel safe and secure. This Fool in reverse and this Hermit, it makes me feel like they are inconsistent with how they do that. But this also kind of tells me that you may already know why. Some of you might be making up a little bit of excuses. Again, there's a feeling here where you might think that you know better about what this person wants or what's good for both of you guys. So that's not for everyone, but I am getting waves of that energy. Tell me about the King of Swords. Tell me about the Hermit. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this person retreats regularly, or they do something and they just they don't put in the effort. This is obvious to you, though. This is something that would be revealed to you. And it doesn't feel good. Yeah, it feels like emotionally it doesn't make you feel secure, and it keeps you in a place of you feel loyal to this person, but you wish it was different. But you're also kind of surrendering some kind of your power to this. Now, if this doesn't sound like you, then you know it's not you, but you're choosing something that is not for you. You're choosing something that doesn't align with your heart. And that could be because you're avoiding a conversation because you feel like this person might go away or shut down, but they're not giving you the stability that you want. They're pulling away regularly. And it leaves you feeling shut out, or it leaves you feeling some type of way. Yeah, this person doesn't come through on things. And there is a point here where we get stuck on the past. Maybe this person's stuck on a past idea of what relationships and love or family or commitment, all that bullshit. Listen, group number twos. That's what the tarot has today. Let's get you guys some oracle cards, and we're gonna do initials as well. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number twos, please. Messages for my group number twos. What can we know? What can you tell us? What would a relationship with this person be like? Messages for my group number twos. What would a relationship with this person be like? Sword in the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, force, honor, protection, power. So yeah, I feel like you feel very loyal to this person. Um, yeah, definitely. We have seduction. There's that page of wands. It is very seductive. There's a lot of fun. There's a lot of passion. This also says hooking up, temptation, and third party interference. We have love call. So, for those of you that live long distance, there could be a lot of this type of passion calls being made, FaceTimes, pictures exchanged. Messages for my group number twos. The golden mirror, self absorbed, narcissist, one sided relationship. So, this person, that low effort that we were picking up on, and we have not enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self sabotage, jealousy, fear, and ego issues. I think that would be triggered at some point by this person not giving you what you truly want and deserve. And the challenge would be speaking up on it, is what it sounds like, or having like a conversation, maybe expressing your needs, or maybe how you do that is important. Now, whether or not that this person's gonna, change that behavior, I'm not really sure, but that's what we got. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So again, this feeling of I'm going to stick to this. This is what I chose, or this is what I'm in, or holding on to the past. Someone could have, maybe there is some codependency, some kind of addiction. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So again, there's this energy here of the past would affect your relationship with this person, and there would be needing to have open conversations, healing conversations, in order to grow. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this could be, it doesn't necessarily have to be religious. I also take this as one of you might be more spiritually advanced, or this is a connection that's meant to spiritually advance you, both of you in different ways, but it makes it very challenging. So there's challenges on your side as well that you would need to work through, as well as this person, to see if both of you are growing and compromising in order to be together, or even kind of say, yeah, this is what I want. Is this what you want? And being able to answer those questions. All right. Oh yeah. Initials. All right. Let's get you guys some initials. We have BH. We have bad, not bad baby. That's her name, right? We have another BH. Okay. Y. WY, Wyoming. Wisconsin. I also like Wesley names. That's interesting. That's the second one that came through. Wesley, I mean. XZ. We have JO or OJ. Maybe someone had OJ. Let's see. HOJ. Hodge, and like a name that kind of sounds like that. We have Kiss. Skate. SK. WK. All right. Hosk. I keep going back to the HOs. All right. That's where I leave you, my group number twos. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys. Hello, my group number threes. If you picked the sticker, then welcome to your reading, friends. Today we're going to be looking into, actually, we have a little Delulu checkpoint reading today. We are going to be looking into how would a relationship with this person really be like? Friends, if you like Delulu checkpoint readings, make sure to check out my playlist if you haven't already. And if you're wondering what a Delulu checkpoint is, that very first reading that I did that's titled Delulu checkpoint, that'll give you the whole rundown. Now, if you watch my channel regularly in the last year or two, you know that these are sprinkled throughout regular readings. But yeah, today we're going to be diving right in and, hopefully bring you some messages that can help validate or confirm things for you or just help keep you grounded in this situation. We are going to begin this reading by checking in on this person and seeing what their vibe is. This part of the reading should help you connect to this group. And then we're going to be moving into what would a relationship with them be like? We're also going to be asking, how would you feel being with this person? This will give us a better understanding as to maybe where your mind's at and where your heart's at with things. And then you guys know we'll be doing some oracle cards and some initials at the end. My group number threes, you guys know what's up. It's a collective reading on YouTube, so it's super important that you use your own discernment. You never know why someone is watching or who they're watching for. So yeah, take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. My group number threes, thank you for joining me here today. Let's get to it. Let's see what we're going to get into with you today. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for my group number threes. Messages for my group number threes, please, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. This person that they're wondering about what a relationship would be like with them. What can we know? What can you tell us about this person? What can we know about this person? How will my group number threes know that this is their reading? How will my group number threes know that this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages from my group number threes, please. What can we know about this person? How will my group number threes know that this is their reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes. What can we know about this person? What can we know? Can you tell us? Messages about this person. Who are they? the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, they're a hot hookup. They're a hottie with a body. They're a hottie with a something. They smell good, don't they? All right. Not me having to Delulu checkpoint myself right now. Listen. Yeah, but they were a little game player, weren't they? Maybe you guys had just like a hookup with them or just a flirtatious type of connection. Or maybe this is someone that's a little younger and they're fun, they're hot, they maybe dress cute or they have a certain sense of style, but that Five of Swords tells me you can't really figure them out. Now, if this is someone that you've hooked up with, maybe you feel that's all it was, but right now things are hermit. You guys are apart, or there's someone who retreats. They could have ghosted, or there was something unexplainable that happened between you guys. This person, I think that they have a history of being a player or Broken Hearts Club. I just heard. Yeah, no, someone ghosted. Now my throat's trying to close up on us. Someone ghosted. You could have met them online, or you guys had a very fun conversation, or you guys still follow each other, or followed each other at one point. Why the Ace of Wands? Messages for my group number threes. Who is this person? How will my group number threes know this is their reading? Why the Ace of Wands? Yeah, no, this is someone that you had a thing with, didn't you? Yeah, you guys, this is a group that connected. This isn't I mean, and if, well, I never know who's watching, but it feels like there's a connection here between you guys. But you can't tell if they would be serious. Yeah. Okay. So this does feel like this group, you guys hooked up with this person, or you guys sent some pictures, or you had some racy little thing going on. That wand was getting whipped around in some way, shape, or form. Mm-hmm. But I feel like you feel very conflicted about whether this person or not would commit, or maybe they played games. Again, maybe you view them as being a player. Why the Hermit? Someone ghosted someone. Someone closed off. This person retreats. Why the Three of Swords? Messages for my group threes. Who is this person? Why the Three of Swords? Someone saw something clearly, or someone, when someone ghosted, or the disappointment and heartbreak was because we saw something clearly, or something was made very clear, and it's associated to that Three of Swords, being ghosted or breaking up or cutting it off. And now it's like someone here is focused on their family or their career. It feels like we're just focused, we're resting, we're trying to find peace. Someone here is trying to find success in their career. Someone wanted more here. And I don't think it's happening right now, or I think there's been a pause. Yeah, someone's focusing on their success. All right. Tell me about the Ace of Wands with the Page of Swords. What can we know about this person? How would my group threes know this is their reading? Where the Ace of Wands with the Page of Swords? The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It was hard to make something work. Why the Page of Wands with the Two of Cups? Messages for my group number threes. What can we know about this person? The Death in reverse. It was hard. It was hard to kind of let this go, because I feel like there was feelings between you guys. But when you guys talked about certain things, maybe this person skedaddled. Tell me about the Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. Someone got freaked out. Yeah, someone's wounding is showing. Oh, love scared them. Love spooked someone away. Tell me about the Three of Swords and the Seven of Cups in reverse. I'm intrigued. Listen, it hurt someone to move forward or move on, because there's still love here, and there's still a soft spot, or there's still emotions, there's still thoughts of each other. But someone had to, I feel like someone had to make a decision with that Three of Swords to break up, or to retreat, or invest their time in their career. Because I don't know, something was revealed, and someone got freaked out with love. And it's easier to close off and reject it. This person doesn't think that this person doesn't know why you're interested in them. This person doesn't really think they're like good enough, or this person doesn't think that they could give you what would make you happy. So maybe that's why they're working on their success. I don't know. There's something here about puffing out their little chest and trying to look real successful. Yeah, I think both of you are keeping distance from each other. Both of you might be a little performative. Okay. Well, this one feels, I knew it though. This one feels different than the other two. Well, don't tell your siblings, group twos, but I couldn't even tell if they knew their person. All right, group three. If that sounds like you, babes, let's continue. Let's see. What would a relationship with this person be like? All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. If my group number threes were in a relationship with this person, what would it be like? What would a relationship with this person be like? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my group number threes, please. What would a relationship with this person that they're coming this reading for be like? If they were with this person, what could they expect? What would a relationship with this person be like? Messages for my group number threes, please. What would a relationship with this person on their mind be like? We have a Six of Swords in reverse. All right. What would a relationship with them be like, please? Six of Pentacles in reverse. There'd be some kind of challenge in getting things moving forward. There's a lack of, no, what is this? No, okay. Someone's earning their place in someone else's life. Okay, so it almost feels like this person is one of you, but I feel it's this person is putting in the effort to have another chance with you. For some of you, it's another chance or have a new beginning with you. Because I feel like someone's putting in the effort, and this Queen of Wands just gets to be like, okay, I'm successful. I can get anyone I want, or I know my value. I know my worth. So kind of prove it to me. I feel like you're open to things. I also feel like this person's going to take you places that you haven't been before. That's the other feeling I'm getting. There's almost a feeling of showing you off. I see you guys doing things together. Okay, you know what it is? You guys are going places that are familiar to you, but you're seeing them through new eyes, or you're seeing them a lot differently. This Six of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like things are driven by one of you, but it feels like it might be them. Let's see what this is. Why the Six of Pentacles in reverse? This person, they're trying to return. Or this person, they are, what is it that they're doing? Okay, there's definitely a challenge in this person changing their ways, but the way it's coming through is that it's not impossible. It's like there's effort that's being put in, but for some of you, I really feel like this person is trying to like return back to your life, or and you're just like over here kind of doing your own thing. Tell me about the Magician. Messages for my group number 3s. What would a relationship with this person be like? Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, no, they're trying to, it's like this person's trying to love you, but they don't know how. And I don't mean like it's you. I mean like this is kind of foreign to this person. This person's like, wait, you mean I can be soft too? Like regardless of who they are, gender, anything, race, culture, what they've been taught. There's something here where this person's like, wait, I can do this. This is for me as well. Again, I almost am feeling a little like for them because of how they perceive themselves. Now, this person does have tendencies where they are selfish, and they are selfishly, it's almost like they are either spoiling you, they're doing something. I can't tell if it's extreme, but it just feels like they're learning their way in how to love you. Very interesting energy I'm picking up on. Tell me about the Fool. What would a relationship with them be like? This person wants to make you happy, but there's like fear here over not being able to give you enough. Maybe the beginning of your connection or your relationship, there'd be this challenge of the Five of Pentacles, which is distance, or again, they're trying to make their way back to you. This could even be telling you guys a different story about how your relationship starts. I don't really know. Because the energy that I'm picking up, I'm getting glimpses into past and present for some of you, and then what the future holds in your connection. Why the Six of Wands? Messages for my group 3s, please. What would a relationship with this person be like? So I do feel like some of the places that this person might try to take you, maybe they're trying to show you like where they grew up. I'm getting like the Five of Pentacles makes me think of like either low income, or a neighborhood you don't normally go to, or something like that, where there's some kind of like difference where you're like, oh, I've never been here before. I've never seen it like this before. But again, I feel like it has to, this Five of Pentacles also kind of reflects, or it affects how this person views themselves or what they have to offer. So I'm going to say, again, I think I used the term baby bird in a reading the other day. It's almost like baby bird learns how to love, or baby bird is in a relationship, baby's first relationship. I don't know, or at least like this. All right. Messages from my group number 3s. What would a relationship with this person be like? There's something here about like looks. Someone here gets a lot of attention when you guys go out. It might be you, or you guys both get kind of looks. Why the Six of Swords in reverse with the Temperance? What would a relationship with this person be like? So those are two sixes in reverse that we have there. I just noticed that. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why does this person keep repeating some kind of pattern or some kind of cycle with you? Why the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Eight of Cups in reverse? So it's hard to get things going with this person. Okay, I don't know why, you guys, but I'm hearing a lot of apologies. I just I just out of nowhere had to take like a deep breath. I almost gasped when I said apologies. I don't know why. And if this person travels or they are away from you, it's like they might be a gift giver. When they come back, they always have something for you. There's something very naive when it comes to this person and how they love. And like I'm telling you, it's almost like you know that about them. Why the Magician with the Sun in reverse? The Page of Swords in reverse. They may not be the best at communicating. They're not big on like texting or stuff like that. So maybe that's why they pop in and they're like, I'm sorry, I was doing this other stuff. But they like make it up to you. Why the Queen of Wands with the Ace of Cups? Yeah, things move slowly with this person. So if you were in a relationship with them, I feel like you would be stepping back and letting them kind of show you. Because I think that this person has things to prove to you. I do think that you guys would be working through it, but it's a bumpy start. Why the Fool with the Five of Pentacles? Yeah, but it's hopeful. It's like you guys are working through it. It's like you guys know that maybe neither one of you like knows how to be in a relationship anymore, or maybe the expectations here have changed because there's something new here. I do. So the thing is, you are letting this person take the wheel. It's almost like you're like, okay, I said that this is the type of person I wanted, so let me step back and see if they do take charge, if they do take initiative. And I do think you give them the grace, the time, and the space to do that. And I do think that this person, they're working their way up. This relationship doesn't feel like you're skedaddling and going on the same Ferris wheel ride, you know? I mean, I think you were to some degree, but now the ride is shifted. Something has changed. You're going to see this person grow up, or maybe maybe that's what you're seeing if they are showing growth. That's why I think you're being graceful with them. And I think you're trying to maintain a good balance of not putting pressure, but also maintaining boundaries and maintaining like the level that you want to be treated at. But this person does have certain things that they need to work through. And I do feel like this connection is going to require compromise. I mean, I know they all do, but there's certain specifics here. Why this? So this person's very successful. I think you guys are both, I think you make an attractive couple, but this person, someone's career here makes them very successful. Maybe someone has to dress up for work, or they're known for something that they do. This person, they also have to be like ready. And maybe when they're ready, that's when they're doing this one-sided approach to try to move things forward with you or come back to you. Why the Six of Wands with the Nine of Wands? Oh, we have 3 sixes on the table. I'm glad that 6 is upright. So you're going to go through some shit with this person if you guys were together. But you guys would manage to figure out what works for you. But this person, they need to let go of some kind of, okay, so here's the thing. You guys are going to come up with your own type of relationship that works for you. And it's going to be successful for you. And that's the compromise here because of this person's life experiences, background, and yours as well. All right, what else? Yeah, it would bring certain things to an end. And I do think that there'd be some blockages, or there have been before these changes could happen, or maybe that's why there's been blockages, because there was things that had to change, and that did. So there's a lot of healing that would happen if you guys were together. But both of you would have to be willing to put in the work, because you might have to find yourself saying, well, if they really wanted to, they would. And then it's like, yes, that is true. But then you would stop and think about all the fine print of, well, I understand they're reacting. We've talked about this. I know, but every time that you guys kind of do this and work through it, there's actual growth and change. It's not just that we are hitting the same wall over and over and it just becomes like toxic. It's like, no, it does seem like if both people are, look at Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, both people putting in the work repeatedly, it's going to make things right. We're going to put this like this, actually. Wheel of Fortune and then that. Because this to me in this type of spread means over and over and over. I'm going to do it repeatedly in order to make this right. So it's going to take conversations. It's going to take effort on both your parts. And it's not going to be easy because you're also going to be triggered with your past. But if you guys want this to move forward and grow, I think it can. It's just not easy. And, this might be the kind of situation. I'm not knocking on anyone. And I'm not saying this person is the perfect person for you, but for some of you, this might be confirming and validating that this might even be a situation that your friends can't really relate to or understand. Or maybe you feel like you don't really want to share because it's so complex, but it just feels intense. I don't know, different things coming through, guys. If that's how you feel, check out our channel memberships, friends. I keep forgetting to tell you guys, but our Discord is always popping over there. If you're interested in that, make sure to check them out. All right, let's see. You guys got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry. So again, there's that one-sided approach that someone is taking. This person feels like they don't have enough to give you. This to me is perspective and not factual, by the way. We have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So there's already things here that maybe are from someone's past that I think you are aware of. Again, maybe this is someone that you had to walk away from in order for them to sort through some of those things. We have reconciliation. Yeah, no shit. Definitely saw that coming. Thank you for the confirmation. And then we have separation. Thank you, God, for the yes, we got it. You guys, this is someone that returns back. And then we have wedding. So a long road to marriage and commitment. Maybe someone here has already been married, or they grew up in a toxic household, with parents that shouldn't have probably been together, and that warped their perspective. Again, these feel like things that you and this person will be working and growing through if you want. This takes a higher level of maturity and a higher level of dedication. All right. Oh shit, we almost lost that one. It literally is balancing on my thigh. We're going to take this one. We have palm tree. Girl talk, that's so funny that I was just talking about talking to your friends. Moving on, happily single in the moment. You're telling your friends, no, I'm over them. I'm fine. Yep, no, they're in the past. I'm strong. I am on my own. I'm independent. And then in your head, you're like, I kind of still want them. We have not today, not dealing with it today. All right, still angry. Someone still gets angry. And karmic. So there could be a karmic connection that needed to be cleared, or there's karmic lessons. I do think that this connection, there is a lot of karmic lessons. It does not mean that this person is your karmic. It just means that your connection to them and theirs to you, it's meant to trigger growth. And if you guys both dedicate and apply yourselves, I think that regardless of your relationship status together, it could lead to a lot of personal growth that could benefit you in love in general, or in your life, or in whatever way. Okay, let's get some initials. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. We have Zone. I want to get in the zone. Oh my gosh, that's such a good Britney album. We also have Zoe. We have Tyler. We have Tight. We have Mountain Time. Keeping an eye on each other with the two eyes, almost side eyeing. X, N-O, X, no. You might be saying no to your ex or saying something like that. Maybe that's you separating from them. Let's see. What else do we have? I feel like that's it. Normally they give me more names, but and names like Nancy, Nathan, Nikki, Toe, Tone. Someone could be toning up. Texas. All my exes live in Texas. All right, my group number 3 is that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.